Hi, this is Doug Schneider. Welcome back to Real Hi-Fi. Today, I want to do something I've done before, and that's take you on the road with me, but this time to Bowers and Wilkins in Worthing, England. Bowers is best known for its loudspeakers. This is the 705 S3, but it's also getting really well known for headphones. These are the PX7 S2 wireless noise canceling headphones. The company also makes the PX8 S2 headphones and some new earphones. Now the thing about the headphones is they look similar and they function about the same. And that's what I talked to Andy Kerr about when I was in Worthing, touring the factory, shooting video footage of speakers, but also getting to know the headphones better. And Andy is essentially the face of Bowers and Wilkins these days, so I wanted to quiz him about the functionality of these. Watch what he had to say. So Andy, first I want to talk. This is the new Bowers & Wilkins PX8 headphones. Now, there are two different versions here. This is the standard version?
Correct, yep.
And I have 007?
Absolutely, yeah.
What's that mean?
So this is inspired by the original appearance of Sean Connery in the movie Dr. No. It's in a midnight blue finish, which matches the midnight blue tuxedo that you wore in that movie. And it's the first product in our ongoing partnership with the James Bond franchise, which we're very excited about. So this is the PX8 007 edition.
Okay, but functionally they're the same.
Functionally they're the same.
Because what I want to talk about is the function of them, because I think I speak for many. I don't like to read manuals. So this is meant as a primer on how to use these headphones without looking on the manual. So tell us, what's the first thing? Somebody gets these out of the box, they've charged them up. What do they have to do?
So we've designed it to be kind of able to get straight going without having to kind of read the manual or go into the app. If you just pull that power slider up, you can see there, and hold it up top for about 8-9 seconds, what you'll do is both wake the headphone up from slumber and put it into pairing mode. Bluetooth pairing mode, the status indicator light that you can see right in here will begin flashing blue.
Right, I see that.
And that essentially sets the headphone beaconing in Bluetooth to your mobile device. Then you pull out your mobile device, whatever that model might be, and look on there, find PX8, which it'll appear as a device, say pair, and you're done. Good to go. You'll get an audible indicator coming through the speaker saying, we are now paired, we're ready, and you're up and running.
So you have to pair the headphones with your phone to get started.
100%, absolutely. Unless, of course, you're choosing to use a cable connection, you can do that. Realistically, this product's designed as a mobile product first and foremost, so we expect that that's what the customer's going to do.
Okay, so they've paired the headphones. Now you got 3 buttons up here. What are these 3 buttons?
So we've chosen to use physical buttons rather than tactile buttons. We recognize some people prefer that, but we think physical buttons work better. We have simple volume up, volume down.
That's the top and bottom ones?
Correct. That will also allow you, if you want, while playing a track, to skip forward and skip back by tapping twice rather than tapping just once.
Oh, okay. And
so you can pause a stream as well by pushing down on the middle button, pause a stream and restart by pushing down on that middle button as well.
Oh, okay.
So you have some play functionality control alongside volume up and volume down.
So main function is volume up, volume down.
Correct.
You said you can hold this one?
Tap it twice, and that'll bring in the ability to skip a track forward. Tap this one twice, and that'll bring the ability to skip back on a track. Tap this one, and you can pause a track. Tap it again to restart. You got it.
Okay. And now on the left ear cup, there's this.
Yeah, so this one is isolated because it deals with a couple of separate functionalities from playback. We call it the quick action button, and it's designed to allow you to either quickly cycle through your noise cancellation options. By tapping once and twice and 3 times, you can go from noise cancellation off.
And why would you have noise cancellation off? You just want the...
You want to be aware of the outside world fully. You can have the pass-through mode, which allows for a degree of transparency and awareness of the outside world. The most obvious reason why you might want to do that is, for example, you're walking through a busy city street and you want to be aware of passing traffic, just be that bit safer, so you can go through that pass-through mode or transparency mode. And then the third option is noise cancellation full on.
So it isolates. You called it transparency mode?
Yeah, we refer to it as pass-through, but fundamentally that's exactly what it's doing. It's allowing a degree of audio coming in from the outside.
Because when I've tried them, it seems to heighten even people, so you can really hear, and the idea is, and good for airplanes, right?
Good for airplanes. So for the obvious example would be if somebody's coming to talk to you on the airplane to help you, for example, do you want another drink, that kind of thing. But the key reason is a safety function. Otherwise, of course, if all you've got is off and full on, and then as I say, you're in that busy urban environment, that might be a benefit to you. The other thing you can do, if you prefer, is use the app. Now, of course, you said you don't need to use the app, but we do provide an app as well.
Okay.
The app allows you to dive a little bit deeper into some of the functionality. A couple things you can use in the app as genuine, simple up and down EQ adjustments for bass and treble, plus or minus 6 dB, so you can adjust that level if you want to.
Only through the app? No.
Only through the app, not on this, but you can also reassign the functionality of that quick action button. So if you want to, rather than having it doing noise cancellation, it can launch your phone's built-in phone voice assistant, whether that's Siri or Google Voice Assistant. So some people find that very useful. Other people don't necessarily get off on that so much, they just prefer the noise cancellation. You can decide what you want it to do. Once it stays that way, it's locked in on the app until you choose to change it.
Okay, and I understand there's one more feature, wear sensor.
Yeah, and again, the wear sensor is something that some people like and some people might not, and again, it's enabled or disabled within the app. We now ship it off, again, in response to feedback, which some people said they weren't so keen on it. Essentially, what the wear sensor allows you to do is, if, for example, you want to pause your music stream, you simply lift an ear cup naturally. The most obvious reason, somebody's talking to you and you go, A, lift the ear cushion and the music stream will pause. If you replace it, it will start again. If you also put them around your neck, it will do the same thing.
It'll turn them off?
Again, go to pause. When you put them back on, it will restart. If you take them off completely and put them down, after 15 minutes, they'll go from slumber state into deep sleep state to preserve power life, and they won't come back on until you pick them back up, at which point the wear sensor will sense that you pick them back up and get them ready to use again.
And like you said, you can disable it in the app and enable it.
You can.
One more question. What's the estimated battery life someone can expect, full charge?
30 hours with noise cancellation on. We prefer to quote it with noise cancellation on rather than off. We think realistically you're buying an active noise cancellation headphone.
So that's the most battery intensive.
Exactly that, and we think that's realistic because fundamentally it's a noise cancellation headphone. Why would you choose to use it without? Of course you can, but we think most customers are going to want to. So we quote that 30 hours with noise cancellation on. What we've also got is rapid recharge times. So if you forget to recharge the product, 15 minutes will get you back up and running with about 7 hours of use. If it's completely flat and you have 2 hours in your life, you can go from 0 to full charge in 2 hours.
Okay, I'm going to say one more thing. It's not a question, it's a comment. They're beautifully styled and they're really light.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Now, if you noticed, we talked really about how they function, not how they sound, or if they function the way Andy described in real life, day-to-day use, hardcore, getting around. And that's not really Andy's job to tell you that. That's mine, and I have some thoughts about that because I've lived with these for almost 6 months. I've traveled the world and also used them in my day-to-day life. But I'm going to save those thoughts for a future episode. Thank you for watching.